Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about TMNT or Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles. So there's a few things that I want to talk about with Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles. And possibility could be good, could be bad. We don't know. So we're just going to go by case on case. So what's happening here is that we have two events that could possibly work in the favor of the comic books or could not work in the favor of the comic books. Okay, so we'll talk about the first one, and we're going to talk about April O'Neil taking over Casey Jones' role in the TMNT. So as you guys know, Jason Aaron and them have taken over, and April in the new TMNT issue 11, it is relegated to pick up the mantle from Casey Jones and become the new vigilante, because Casey Jones is in a coma. So because he's in a coma, and because April and him are lovers, she decides that she's going to take up the mantle. So the TMNT face trial and danger from the Foot Clan, and April takes it up to emerge as NYC's new hope against the Foot Clan in these dark times, while the backstory shows Donatello in crisis as Turtles battles for false murder charges and betrayal. So with April O'Neil playing a role as new Casey Jones in the current run, Casey Jones is hospitalized by a villain. So April takes up the mask, and she face off against the Foot Clan with the iconic hockey stick that Casey Jones have, and she decides that she's going to join the fight. So yeah, that April O'Neil is going to be the new Casey Jones for right now. I don't know if that could work or not work, because it is Jason Aaron, and we know he kind of plays this stitch where even after the male character recovers, they got to keep using the female to the point where she completely changed everything about herself to where, and don't get me wrong, April has fought by the Teenage Mutant Turtles side or whatever, but I don't, a certain capacity of fighting, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying April can't fight. No, I'm not saying that. But I don't want this to become like, oh, she's the female vigilante and Casey's the male one. You get what I'm saying? You don't need to have her do all of that. That's just my my opinion on the whole situation. So I'm just saying. But also there's another thing with the TMNT Turtles that people might say. So goodbye New York. So it's official, the Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles are leaving their home state of New York behind. Since the inception, the TMNT has always been with New York City, the Big Apple, but shocking changes to the city has led them to leave the city with no choice. With their original home, the Turtles are gearing up for a massive upheaval to classic status quo. So Jason Aaron, once again, with his new one, it teases the synopsis in Teenage Ninja Mutant Turtles 7, where they suddenly relocate from New York City. So I guess something with the Foot Clan is happening. So the family reunion hasn't exactly gone as planned for the Turtles. Even if they put aside their sibling feud for a second, there's no time for the brothers to celebrate. Hunted by the new Foot enhanced police force led by relentless DA Harmonious Hale, the Turtle brothers must endure their worst gut punch yet. New York City is no longer safe for the TMNT, forcing the mutant heroes to take drastic measures and relocate to the sewers of New Jersey. So yes, that's right. The TMNT is leaving New York City behind, and they will now be in New Jersey from now on. Um, so yeah, even though Casey in TMNT 5, Casey leads the charge against the Foot citywide takeover, but his valiant effort fails to slow down homogeneous Hell and his fastest army of ninjas. In the end, Casey appears to be killed by Hell via gunshot, leaving the Turtles without a trusted ally to contribute to their eventual retreat, which that leads into TMNT 11, where April takes up the mantle while Casey is recovering in a coma. But yeah, now they're relocating to New Jersey, to distance themselves not from the tradition, not only from their traditional place, but also from Mutant Town. The Ninja Turtles are giving up a community of fellow mutants, as well as the fame they accumulated, for better or for worse, through their exploits. In New Jersey, the TMNT will have to start fresh, which is great because don't nobody want Mutant Town. Mutant Town is nothing but lesbo LGBT propaganda bullcrap that the previous writer, I think it was Sophie Campbell, who did that, where they introduced Jenica, and then music festivals and LGBT lesbo topics. Like, what the fuck? So it's a new era for the Turtles, as Donatello, imprisonment in a mutant zoo, has traumatized him and robbed him of his sharp mind. So now the Turtles are retreating, trying to heal themselves, with the Foot Clan taking over New York City. Now they're in New Jersey. So this is a new change. Like I said, both of these things could be good for the Turtles, but it can also be what the fuck for the Turtles. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying that is because I know how status quo for like city changes or whatever, like usually it's hard to take a character out of their hometown once you kind of establish them in a hometown. It's really hard to be like, this is going to be the new status quo from now on. Is like, now they're in New Jersey. You get what I'm saying? And then you got April taking over the vigilante title from Casey Jones. Like, so what is that? Because you know, and what next? Are you going to try to bring in Jenica or Venus de Milo? If anything, bump Jenica. You should bring in Venus de Milo. Honestly, that would be a better character because she has so much potential anyway. If you needed to bring in a female turtle, bring in Venus de Milo. Pretend like Jenica and Mutant Town and all that bullshit don't exist anyway. But yeah, what are your thoughts? I really want to get people's opinion on it, because I really want to know, like, do you want April to take up the fight, take over Casey Jones' spot in the thing for right now, but knowing Jason Aaron is probably going to be a good long-term thing? And how do you feel about Donatello losing his sharp mind, and the Turtles have to kind of figure out life without him being as intelligent? And how do you guys feel about them also relocating to New Jersey? Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.